Hello students, so today we are going to have the class 12 physics, and here we are going to know about the electric potential. Okay, so before going to the electric potential, let us think about the work done when a point charge is displaced from one point to another in an electric field. No doubtly, when you are talking about electric field, then what are you having? E is always given by E is equal to F upon Q. So if there is a charge, point charge, and if there is an electric field, then there is always a electric force that can be equal to F is equal to how much? F is equal to Q into E. So whenever a charge is placed in an electric field, there is always a force acting upon the charge. And when it will be displaced, then there will be work done due to this force. So that's why whenever a point charge is displaced from one point to another in an electric field, then there is always work done. So what can be the mathematical formula or mathematical concept of that we are going to see. So work done. So today we are going to have work done in displacing a point charge from one point to another in an electric field, and no doubtly this is uniform. We are not doing anything which is uniform electric field. Uniform. So always remember, whenever we are talking about the electric field here in your class, then you are talking about the uniform electric field. Uniform means the magnitude of electric field is same at every point. Then only this article holds. So this is big one, no doubtly. So what are you going to do? Let us take the concept. Suppose there are 2 points in an electric field, and this electric field is uniform and with the intensity everywhere uniform is equal to E. Now when suppose there are 2 points P and Q, which are at, suppose there is a frame of reference and the position vector of P is R1 and position vector of Q is R2. Okay. So what will be PQ? PQ is nothing but equal to, suppose we are taking R2 minus R1, and that is nothing but delta R. Okay. Let us take the concept of vectors. Okay. So you will write, consider an uniform field of the intensity E, or better E, vector E, and 2 points whose position vectors are R1 and R2 respectively. So PQ can be given as R2 minus R1, and that is nothing but delta R. Okay. So this you must, after making the figure, you must write that. Now what can be the force? Let a charge notably point charge Q is placed in electric field notably uniform E. Then suppose it is vector, then force, first we are interested in finding the work done, and you know work done is always equal to force into displacement. Force dot displacement you have already done in your earlier classes. So first we are going to find the force and then we are going to find the work done by multiplying with the displacement. So then force is equal to how much? Force F is equal to, you know, Q into E. It is coming from the definition of electric field intensity. So this much. And what is displacement? Displacement is nothing but R2 minus R1. So suppose we are writing it like this, TR. Delta and D. D is very small, okay? So think of DR. Means PQR. So in fact we are taking the limit as delta R tending to 0, so that becomes dr. So it is dr. Therefore, what is the work done? Work done is equal to, you know, suppose we are writing W, then it is equal to F. Now when you will sum, so it is from R1 to R2 and F dot dr. Since we are doing the work against the force, so whenever we are doing the work against the force, then that work done is always taken as negative. So it will be negative work done. And this work done is done on the system, and this is stored in the form of potential energy. So electrical potential energy, that is also same in magnitude, because the definition is, what is the energy? Energy is the ability to do work. So magnitude of the work done is nothing but energy stored. So this is delta U, potential energy. Electrical potential energy is nothing but R1 to R2 and F dot dr. What is dr? Dr is R2 minus R1, means displacement. So dot product. And why there is integration? Because you will add for small intervals, and when you will add, summation converts into integration. Integration is defined as the summation, okay? So always remember, integration means there is summation also. So it is sum of the work done between R1 and R2, points with position vectors R1 and R2. So we are going to use this formula, okay, for finding the work done. Now come to electrical potential due to a, what is the electrical potential? So let me recall, we have already defined, but again we are going to define here electrical potential. So what is the electrical potential? When you are talking about any point, there is an electric field and there is a point, then the electrical potential is defined as the work done in bringing unit positive. Unit why? Because here you will take W upon Q. So when it is unit, then it is, so V is work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. This is the postulate of electrical potential. So it is defined as the work done in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Now you don't know infinity, what is the infinity? So this definition is hypothetical. But to make it perfect, we are taking the concept of potential difference. When there are 2 points P and Q, then you are bringing from Q to P. So the potential, now it is potential difference. Electrical potential difference between 2 points is defined as the work done in bringing a charge from higher potential to lower potential, and that is unit positive charge. So this is the concept or definition. Now you can find the unit as well as dimensions. So what can be joule per coulomb, or better in fundamental units, Newton meter square second minus 2, coulomb minus 1. If you are putting coulomb also, you know Q is equal to I into T. So it can be written as A into T. So this is the dimensional unit. T is nothing but second. Ampere is nothing but, so here it will come minus 1. Okay. So I am not going in detail, you know this is skill. If you are knowing this formula, so this is, and no doubtly there is no concept of vector. You know W is scalar quantity, charge is also a scalar quantity, so it is a scalar quantity. It cannot be vector. Now let us find the electrical potential due to a point charge. So suppose electrical potential due to a point charge, and no doubtly we are taking Q, and suppose you are taking electric field of intensity E. So it is uniform, and there is a point P which is at r distance from the point charge Q. Suppose it is point charge and this distance is r distance. Okay. Now what will you do? We are taking the parallel direction. Suppose it is situated at the origin. So position vector will be like this. And suppose you are bringing it from the infinity. And you don't know infinity, so take any point P dash and suppose its distance is r dash. Then at any arbitrary point, arbitrary choose point P dash. The work done is equal to how much? Work done is equal to W is equal to negative, no doubtly, and it is infinity to r dash, and force is F dot dr. Are you understanding? No doubt. Now you know electric field F is equal to Q into E, and now E you have already calculated. Electric field due to a point charge is nothing but equal to Q into 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and this is Q upon R square. Q is this much. Okay. So this is the force, and suppose we are taking this unit positive charge. So when you will take the electrical potential, V is equal to, this is Q naught, it is different, or better take it Q, and this is capital Q. Okay, this is test charge, this is unit positive charge, but this is the charge due to which you are going to. So V is equal to W upon Q, and when you will put W upon Q, so this Q will cancel out, so you are getting this much, that is equal to how much? Minus infinity to R dash, and here is R dash, so you are getting Q upon, this will cancel out, so Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 upon R dash square, and this is equal to TR. Okay? It is for the R dash, so for P you can calculate, therefore electric potential, it is at the point P dash. So therefore electric potential at point P. Therefore electric potential at point P, that is V is equal to nothing but minus infinity to R, and the amounts will be same because Q is same, and the distance only, that will be R square into TR. Okay? Now differentiate it, integrate it, so you will get the formula required. So these are constants, so you can take out, so it is nothing but minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, because why minus there? Because you are doing the work against the force, and it is equal to how much? So this negative sign represents only, not the direction, only tells you that work is done against the force. So better if you wish then write or don't write, there is concept hidden. So you will get it. Now when you will integrate it, you are getting R upon 1. So you will get infinite to R. So, sorry, it is equal to 1 upon R. Okay? And when you will integrate R minus 2 dr, you are getting R minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. This is the formula. So you will get R minus 1 upon minus. So here you will get minus. So minus minus will cancel out. So you are getting V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. This 1 upon infinity will be 0. So this is electric potential due to a point charge, okay, at distance R. So this is electric potential due to a point charge. Now let us find the electric potential due to an electric dipole. The electric potential due to an dipole, due to a dipole. Now we have already done about the dipole. Two equal and opposite charges are placed at a very small distance, then that system of charges is called as electric dipole. So suppose there is an electric dipole and plus Q, minus Q, and these are separated at distance 2a. as you have already taken. And suppose there is a point P and you are required to find the, suppose the position vector of this is R1 and this is R2, and suppose this is the middle point and distance of the point from the middle point is R. Let this angle be theta. Then what is the electric potential? Electric potential at point P, due to plus Q charge is equal to how much? You have already done the formula 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R1, okay? And similarly, electric potential due to minus Q charge is equal to V dash, suppose it is. So it is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus, so you are getting Q upon R2, okay? Now since it is a scalar quantity, so you can directly add them, okay? So when you will add them, the net electric field will come like this. Therefore, V is equal to, that is net electric field, okay? Net electric potential, not electric field, electric potential. So we are going in shortcut, that's why these are the, so this will be added. So you are getting Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, you are simply adding them. So due to the minus, you will get minus, so it will be equal to 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2, okay? Now this is the electric potential, but you don't know R1, R2, you know only R. Suppose we are required to find the equation for this R from the middle point of the dipole distance. So how R can be put? You know, suppose this angle is theta. Suppose we are putting the name AB. So this angle is theta, then you can apply, and this is C. So in triangle PAC, use the from cosine formula. You have done the trigonometry. So what is the cosine formula? You know better, the square of R1 square, the angle before this, is equal to, this is nothing but a middle point, so A square plus R square plus 2AR cos theta. This is nothing but cosine. You know cos theta is equal to, like this you have known, B square C square minus A cos A upon 2 BC. So we are using the cosine formula, multiplying also and transferring also, okay? So like this you are getting, okay? 2A cos, and this is coming like this, so it is minus, okay? And similarly take the another triangle, this triangle, in triangle PCB. Now since this is theta, so this will be 180 minus theta. So when you will apply the cosine formula, here you will get plus. So r2 square is equal to a square plus again r square, this is also a, minus 2ar cos theta. Okay. Now with the help of them, you can, so we are going to, this is plus. Why plus? Because there is 180 minus theta and there is only theta. So cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta. Okay? So that's why here is minus. Why there is minus? Use the cosine formula. When you will transfer it, so it will go to that side. So minus is first and here is positive. Okay? Now with the help of these two, now there is no need of figure. So we are eliminating. Now think of them. How can you, so divide by r square. Then what will you get? r1 square is equal to 1 upon r square, and here you will get, I am solving this one, and here you will get a square upon r square. Okay? A square upon r square, no, r square take outside, r square, so a square upon r square plus 1 minus 2a upon r cos theta. Why are we doing this? Because we are going to take r very, very larger as compared to a. Approximation is required here. So you remember this, we are solving one, so in that way you can write the second one also. So r1 square is equal to nothing but r square, only we are taking r square common, so you will have to divide, so it is coming 1 plus a square upon r square minus 2a upon r cos theta. Now here is mathematics, so try to understand. It is not very tough. When you will take r1, then r1 you will take here square root, so it is r, and you will get here 1 plus a square upon r square minus 2a upon r cos theta, and whole raised to the power 1 upon 2. And if you are required, 1 upon r1 is required, so therefore 1 upon r1 is equal to nothing but 1 upon r, and this will be minus. Why minus? Because you are taking 1 upon, so index will be by minus. Okay. Now let us take the approximation. Since now what is the since r is very, very larger as compared to a, therefore a upon r is a upon, you cannot take a upon r very small, so square of that is also very small. So suppose it has some value, but necessarily it will be very small, so you can neglect it. When denominator is very larger as compared to numerator, then the value of fraction is always very, very small. But when you are squaring, so you are getting very small, so that can be neglected. So a square upon r square is approximately equal to 0. This is the approximation. So remember, when you are taking a very r very larger as compared to a, then a square upon r square is always negligible. So what will you get here? So I have R is equal to 1 upon R1 is equal to, 1 upon R, and I am, this is 0, so 1 minus 2a upon R cos theta whole raised to the power minus 1 upon 2. Okay? Now use the binomial theorem. You will expand it, so higher terms will also come there. A upon R whole square cos square theta, A upon R whole cube. So all these terms will be neglected because of that only. Since A is very, very small, so from binomial theorem, only two terms. From binomial theorem, binomial theorem, you will get this higher terms will be left, they will be taken as negligible, only you will get 1 minus 2a upon R into 1 upon 2, so it will become plus and this 2 will go. Are you understanding? Very simple. It will come here. And like that, remember, binomial theorem for any index is written as 1 minus nx, okay, plus n minus 1 upon factorial 2x square, like that you are moving. Okay? So when you will leave this, why are you leaving? Because R is very, very larger, so higher terms, squares and cubes are very small, so they can be neglected. So only these two will come. So we are writing these two. 2 will cancel and minus minus plus. So you are getting this. Similarly, okay? So you will get this. Similarly, you can get 1 upon R2 is equal to 1 upon R, 1 minus A upon R cos theta y minus, because there was plus sign. So here you will get minus. Okay. Now put these values in this equation number 1. So when you will put these values in equation number 1, you will get the required result. So putting in that these two values. So therefore V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and here 1 upon R is common, and when you will take it, so it is nothing but 1 plus A upon R cos theta, and minus means minus 1 plus A upon R cos theta. Okay? Very simple. Now this minus 1 goes. So you are getting V is equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon R into 2A cos theta upon R. So better you can write it like this: Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon R square into 2A cos theta. What is 2A cos theta? Let us try to understand. Now P dot R, suppose you are taking P dot R, then what will you get it? P is nothing but 2 magnitude of P into magnitude of R into cos theta. Okay? angle will be, P is always directed axially. So this is nothing but, put the value, what is the value of P? P is product of Q into 2A. This I have already defined. Product of either charge into the distance between them is called as electric dipole moment for an electric dipole. So this is this much. Product either charge into distance between them, and R is R and cos theta. So this 2AQ can be written as P dot R. So what is the final expression coming out? For that, don't worry, it is not only you will have to do the practice. So V is equal to how much? Q is taken out there, so 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and it is nothing but P